It's September 27th, 2020. Goddess Nyx. I was just speaking to a local man in Bayside who worked for MTA and moved around tri-state for a while. He mentioned something because I was asking him about union. I was like, tell me how was your union? I was like, was it like an incarceration, like your work? And he goes, no, actually. He's like, it was great, like camaraderie, and there was a union, and then he moved to management. And I said, now, do they disenfranchise you when you go to management? Like, do your friends from union level, like, completely like throw you out when you get to management? I'm just curious. I want to understand this. He's like, well, it's very much like the military. I was like, really? Please enlighten me on how does that work? And he's like, when they hire you, you go up through the ranks with the men, and then you build camaraderie and loyalty and whatever, and then I'm like, right, yeah. Where I come from, they call that going in the front door. I don't know, have you heard that term? And he's like, yeah, exactly. Going in the front door, right. Like you go in at ground level and you work yourself up the ranks. Right, I was like, yeah, funny thing about you humans. I was like, I did that at age 4, and then there were men hired after I was in birthright. I was like, and then they failed to acknowledge me or to pay me or whatever, going through the ranks. It's amazing. So I was like, all right. And then he said, so where are you from? I was like, honestly, I'm not from around here. I said, I was born in Bayside. I was like, but I'm from elsewhere. I was like, I'm not from this planet called Earth. I was like, I don't. He's like, yeah, like the women, they're like very bossy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, uh-huh. And he goes, and the men are like laid back and no big deal. And I'm like, yeah, see, funny, where I come from, it's not that way. I was like, but in this version of New York, I've noticed that's how you all are. And he goes, really? He goes, wait, where are you from? And I go, not from around here. I was like, totally other planet, totally other time, just whatever. And he was like, right. He goes, I get you. And I'm like, I don't think you do. And so he just walked off to his second marriage that they seem to be very agitated at one another, but that's your new human relationship with one another. Pretending, and I did tell him, he said he had got married, he got divorced. He goes, but it was amicable, friendly. I go, well, that's nice. That's the way it should be if it doesn't work out, I guess. I was like, I got married to toilet paper, whatever. I was like, but my marriage contracts were for very different reasons than I'm sure you got married for. And I just left it at that. I told his ear from my mouth in my dollhouse, in my jurisdiction, as Disney franchise licensee, only American princess with correct visual acuity for my lifetime as Eternal Flame, since the U.S. is dissident by nature, and there is a denaturalization process currently happening that is unacceptable. The humans were told what needed to be done, and then the humans decided not to listen. That's a big problem. And New York is suffering the consequences. There is herpes everywhere I look. It is like male pattern baldness. And I explained male pattern baldness. I made him laugh. The gentleman that was local to here, to Bayside, New York. I didn't, I did the church thing. I stayed at male pattern baldness. I was like, no, I'm curious, where did your kids, he said that his kids moved to Connecticut. I go, funny. I said, because New York's been suffering from this thing. I was like, I call it male pattern baldness, where other countries mail their people here without permission. They land, and then the natives just scatter. And I'm curious, looking around, because I didn't get a memo, where did all of the natives go? Because all I see is every foreign mail package that nobody said was okay that they could move in. And he started laughing. And he's like, well, we went to Pennsylvania, then we went to Connecticut. He's like, then I came back to New York. He's like, but my kids stayed in Connecticut. I was like, that's nice. I was like, again, I'm just trying to get a feel. I don't want to be nosy, but I'm trying to get a feel of like, what the hell happened to everybody around here? And why did they all vacate?